Unfortunately, the Great War, the war to end all wars, didn't stop conflict in the world, and we had World War II. After World War II, President Dwight D. Eisenhower renamed the day Veterans Day to honor all of our veterans that served and still serve in our nation. Now, you probably don't recognize all of these people up here, even though 2 of them are your classmates. But you might know a U.S. congressman who served in the New York State National Guard, Chris Hvcc. You might also know of Gerald B. Solomon. He was a U.S. Marine in World War II. He was a U.S. Senator. Saratoga National Cemetery is named after him. And you might, if you live in Albany, know of your legislator, Dan McCoy, who also served in the National Guard. You've probably heard of FedEx, which was started by a U.S. Marine. You may also have heard of the Ronald McDonald House, which was also started by a U.S. Marine and others. You might know of some sports figures. Don Tillman played in the football, served in the U.S. Army, National Guard, and was killed in Afghanistan. You might remember Ted Williams, who served in World War II and played baseball. And some other ones you might know. Shaggy, the singer, was a U.S. Marine. Drew Carey was a U.S. Marine. My generation and older, we might know Captain Kangaroo, Mr. Green Jeans, and Bozo the Clown. They all served in the U.S. Marine Corps. Chuck Norris was in the U.S. Air Force, and Clint Eastwood was in the U.S. Army. Those are just a few of the people that are veterans. Our panel consists of several individuals. We have Bruce, who was in the U.S. Air Force. He was a Sergeant E4. He enlisted in 1964, went to Lackland Air Force Base, spent 9 months in Denver, Colorado, learning electronics. He then went to Okinawa for 18 months. He then transferred to Davis Mountain in Tucson, Arizona for the remainder of his active service. Now, those of you who don't know, that was during the Vietnam War. He was very fortunate that his tour did not include combat. His training helped him succeed in his businesses after he got out. But his 2 brothers, one in the Army and another one in the Air Force, did serve in Vietnam, and they both came home alive. We have Mr. Hogan. He was a Sergeant First Class. He's a native of Troy. He enlisted in the Army in 1965. He went to basic at Fort Dix, New Jersey. He served in Vietnam from 1967 to 1968, and he was assigned to the long-range reconnaissance patrols behind enemy lines in Vietnam. We have Mr. Hvcc. He served in the Marine Corps. He was a sergeant. You just saw him cutting the cake. He was originally from Schenectady, New York. He graduated Mount Pleasant High School in 1961, enlisted in the Marine Corps in 1962, and served in Vietnam from February 1965 to November 1966. He's married to Kathy and has 2 children and 1 grandchild.